Well, hello there. Welcome to another edition of Panic Uncracked. I'm your host, Chris Panic. I am still in a bit of a spooky mood. I'm keeping my Duskmorn mat here. I got Mabel over here setting one border for me, and I got this thing from Aether Drift also marking my other border. Just showing off stupid stuff. So, seeing from my last video, didn't do so well. I joke so many about views, but I did Duskmorn and didn't seem to be very popular amongst people who be watching videos. So I guess I should just do a Final Fantasy opening video. But that's not what I do here. I'm going to double down on the spooky side of things. We're going to double down on Innistrad double feature starring Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow. Not that I totally hate these sets. Crimson Vow, I think you can still get draft boxes for about $80. I spent some money on this, but I don't know. I've been wanting to do this box for an opening for the heck of it because I love spooky stuff. We are a couple months away from Halloween. I've got that pumpkin somewhere. I'm going to pull that thing out one of these days. I'm all talking like I've got a community and it works. I'm not gonna complain now. But yeah, like this is what I do here. I just do what I want to do. I'm not doing this to really try to be a pro. I'm not trying to, I don't know, just be like everybody else. I'm just trying to be me. And I enjoyed Innistrad. I enjoy all the spooky things. I love Duskmorn so much. If you watched my last video, you'd know. Innistrad it had a special place in the hearts of a lot of Magic players, and I'm also going to start opening this while I'm rambling here. But yeah, Innistrad had a special place in the hearts of Magic players all around. Then Shadows over Innistrad came out, and it was a pretty decent set. You know, not too bad. And they mixed it in with the Lovecraftian horror with Emrakul. Dude, what the heck, man? This is... Who cares about the cardboard? Am I going to have to pull out a knife or something here? This thing's probably been sitting on the shelf of my game store for so long that it's just developed an extra layer of plastic. But yeah, so Innistrad, great set. One of the best draft formats of all time. I really enjoyed when Magic Online would do the Halloween edition drafts for it. I remember even, I went ham on Arena when Shadows over Innistrad had another set of drafts going on. This set, however, if y'all know, this was, at least for me, this was the first pre-release I went to post-COVID. COVID obviously really negatively impacted Magic, and in-person play, just like a lot of things. And then, of course, hey, new Innistrad set. Awesome. This would be a great set to play. Let's make some extra time, do some pre-releases. My pre-release promo was a Mayhook Massacre. I don't know if I have it anywhere to show off. But yeah, I didn't sell it in time. I should have, but I did not. I still have it though. And it's a fun card to play. But yeah, so going back to it, Midnight Hunt came out and went to pre-release, played it, daybound, just like some of the other transform mechanics from the original Innistrad. Those were okay, but daybound, it was just whatever. The set wasn't so super fun. Coven was a weird mechanic. I'm not going to talk like I'm a Magic pro and I can just go on about all the mechanics, but yeah, it wasn't as good as a lot of people would have wanted. Then, of course, Crimson Vow comes out, and yeah, that happened. And then they released this set, and this here is a special draft box of both Innistrad Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow. However, one thing I really love about this is it's got the black and white horror trope cards. The full art lands from the set are some of my favorites of all time. Although I love the retro border lands from Innistrad Remastered, but I still love these. But yeah, I've been wanting to open one of these boxes for a while. I kind of wish I would have kept these in the box, but whatever. I'm going to line these up in some kind of way over here on the side. I'll keep them visible so people know I'm not boondoggling anybody. And yeah, we'll go from here. But yeah, I've wanted to open this box for a while, this set. Just for the heck of it, you know, just to do the videos because I enjoy doing these. I'm not doing it for any kind of monetary value. I mean, of course it'd be nice, but I'm not going to go to great lengths to make sure I have advertisers or anything else, or, you know, get likes, subscribes, and Patreons. I'm just going to be me, and that's just the way it is. Hence why I'm opening a set that nobody really cares about watching. Although I do have Edge of Eternities here. Look at this teaser. Woo! Bundle. Haven't opened it yet because too busy trying to deal with my other cards. So without further ado, let's get this open. I'm not expecting any value to come out of here. I'm doing this entirely for the fun. I did not have this box stashed in my collection. I actually bought it from my local game store just for the heck of it. Well, mostly just to do it here. And see, this is what I really liked about the set. The black and white cards, you know, with neat little border finishes and everything. You know, there's not a ton of value in here, but, you know, these cards look great to me. So, and as you can see, you know, the Coven mechanic, which is kind of iffy. It's doable, but whatever. Mighty Old Ways, Falcon Abomination, good old Zombie Bird. That's what I love about the Innistrad sets. Neonate's Rush, Defense Straight, Stitch Assistant. We went through 4 Midnight Hunts. Now, yeah, now I'm remembering how this worked. 4 Crimson Vows, and then we get to the uncommons. We got Ritual Hope, Vengeful Stranger, Bride's Gown, Honeymoon Hearse. The art on these cards, I love it. You know, most of these cards are probably not even playable. I did open quite a few of these back when it came out, but I don't have anything to show for it. All right, Honeymoon Hearse, followed by our first rare. We'll set the stuff we don't care about down here. Sloggark, the Overslime, and then we have Ulvenwald Oddity. Oh, and this is a cool one. We got a Mythic Cultivator Colossus foil with the black and white treatment here. Spooky, I love it. All right, let's set these up somewhere. So I didn't account for this, but you can't really, it's kind of hard to see some of the cards with, you know, the setup here. Maybe if I do that. Did not see that coming. All right, you live and you learn. All right, let's keep the uncommons and commons here. Yeah, I don't think any of these are really super crazy valuable, but they look cool and I like them, so that's what matters. I mean, you know, having a commander in this treatment is definitely pretty rad. Of course, there's a whole lot of other really cool commander treatment cards you can have, but I love the spooky horror stuff, so this is definitely for me. All right, commons, good old Plummet, flip the switch, it's alive, Frankenstein right there, Abandon the Post, aim for the head. This just makes me think of The Walking Dead here. Wretched Throng, Nurturing Presence, Kessing Flame Breather. Then uncommons, we got Foul Play, Spellrune Painter, Edgar's Awakening. Funny enough, prowess before, was it a keyword at this point? I can't remember. Well, I guess this is beyond prowess, but whatever. Edgar's Awakening. Good old Edgar. Oh, good old Edgar. Just reading this card, but it's fine. All right, then past here. All right, cool. One that's definitely cool. We got a Haunted Ridge here with the black and white spooky treatment. Old Rutstein. Man, I'm so good at this, everybody. And Bramble Armor. I'm rusty, everybody. I'm so rusty. Now, this is what I really find funny. The foils are the ones you can't really see on camera. I'm already, man, my view. I'm gonna have to tighten up some of the knobs and stuff here on this camera. Ugh. Yeah, I took a little bit of time off. I wouldn't say time off, but just been busy with life stuff, you know, like most everybody else. I'm not a professional here. I can't make YouTube videos for a living. Like, there's so many of us who do this. That's why I'm trying to be unique. And I'm just trying to be me, really. Arrogant Outlaw, Thraben Exorcism, Candlelit Cemetery, Ecstatic Awakener, Snarling Wolf, Persistent Specimen, Fear of Death, Enchantment Aura. Just remember the curses in the original Innistrad, and I know they reprinted some of them, but curses were always good cards. Infantry, Ambusher, Moon Silver Key, okay, Taxidermist, Screaming Swarm, and let's just get to the rares here. We got Burn Down the House, neat little treatment here. Another land here, we got the Dream Root Cascade, and the foil in the pack is an uncommon. Wow, we got a common. We got an uncommon Rending Flame. All right, cool. Hey, at least we got that Cultivator Colossus. Not sure what the value is there, but once again, I know there's not really any value in the set. I'm just doing this for the funsies and the enjoyment. I'm expecting this video to do just as well as my Duskmourn video. If not better. It's going to do way better. All right, Amalgam, Elementalist, Eaten Alive, Stuffed Bear, Sigarda's Imprisonment, Shore Strike, just Monsters. What was it? Monsters Fury, the card that just recently got banned. It's just to think how things get power crept. Sharpshooter, Lantern Bear, Contortionist Troop, Death Bonnet Sprout. Into, okay, whatever. Markov Purifier. Sorry, I was trying to look and see if any of these cards would be good for a commander deck I have. All right, here we got ourselves a Consuming Blob. Ooh, Hullbreaker Horror. This is definitely cool. And Daybreak Combatants. All right, let's keep moving through here. I'm trying to remember. I know I opened quite a few of these. I don't think I did some box openings before this, but I definitely bought some packs and had some fun because I have some of these cards. But yeah, Burning Cursed, Horde, Witch, Return to Nature, Belligerent Guest, Bows. The funny part is y'all don't see this, but I'm reading the cards through my camera as I'm recording this. So that's why it's kind of like hard to see some of these. I'm having so much fun with this set now. Grisly Ritual, Alchemist Retrieval, Firament Sage, Join the Dance, Cloaked Cadet into Bloodscorn Squire. All right. Hostile. All right, let's move that along here. Hiveheart Shaman and a Cradle of Safety. Oh, look at that. Oh, babies. All right, let's keep going here. Quite a lot of packs to open here. What's the number in this? I mean, I know it's less than the normal. It's just draft boosters intended for draft. But just make me think of the recent change where like play booster boxes only have 30 cards now, 30 packs. And yeah, I wonder if this has still more than what we had in the play boosters. All right, Ravager. Oh, wow. Nobody's seen that. You didn't see that. I'm going to rewind this. We're going to post edit, and it's going to have all these flashy effects. I don't do that here. Startle, Slash, No Way Out, Crossroads Candle Guide, Militia Rallier, Bloody Betrayer, Massive Might, Weaver of Blossoms, Necrosynthesis. I have a couple of these set aside because this is quite a unique card. I want to build around it in Commander. Mysterious Tome, Hero's Downfall. Oh boy. Like, I think this was in something else I opened recently, but it's just how the mighty have fallen. When this was originally printed, Theros being a rare, obviously really well played in standard because that was that standard. Now it's uncommon. All right. Speaking of the curses, here we go. We got Curse of Silence, followed by Cemetery Desecrator and the Lamphold Raconteur. I can't pronounce that right, so we're just going to move on. I'm just making myself sound terrible, everybody. And we're going to we'll keep the commons, uncommons over here. The not care too much pile, although this entire mat is in that realm of not care too much. All right. So still kind of trying to think what other sets I'm going to do in the future. I still have quite a bit of a collection I could go through. I'm trying to liquidate some of them, but I'm also trying to acquire more. I do want to keep up with the newer things. I missed out on Tarkir. Edge of Eternities I might try for. Spider-Man's getting a little bit out of reach, but we'll see. Barrage, Rejuvenator, Consider, the Angler, the Ghoul, the Scab, the Shield Basher, just like in Elden Ring, the Honored Heirloom, Turn the Earth, Dawnheart Wardens, Spiked Ripsaw, the Biolume Egg, and behind there we got Sigardian Savior, Change of Fortune, and Falconwrath Perforator. Perforated people. Oh my god. You gotta love the horror. Oh my god. The Change of Fortune had me stall a little bit because I might put that in the commander deck that I'm working on right now. Perhaps. Don't know yet. Alright, next pack. Raise the Effigy. Siege Zombies. Homestead Courage. Tireless Hauler. Yeah, that is the original art, right? You know, it's been a while. It's hard to think. This set came out in 2022. It's 2025. Oh, man. The set releases are crazy, too, these days. Daybreak Combatants, Bramble Armor, Doom Dissenter, originally printed in Amonkhet. I remember that one. Binding Geist, Scab Wrangler, Grizzly Ghoul, Markov Waltzer, Storm Chaser Drake, and then behind the Drake we got ourselves Gerard, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia, followed by Lantern Flare, and the foil we have the Devious Cover-Up. And cool. It's still really funny to me that, you know, I'm gonna have to adjust the camera a little, but the black and white treatment does not work well with the lighting that I have for this. I'm not acting like I'm a total professional. I know everything. I'm just a guy with a camera and a light, and I do this for funsies. Trial by error. We see how things go. Did not expect that with this set. I honestly did not see that coming. All right, let's move on. Zombie, Defiance, Wolf, Locked in the Cemetery, Rural Recruit, Blood Fountain, the blood tokens like Serpentine Ambush, Supernatural Rescue, Blade Stitch Scab, Burly Breaker, Boarded Window, and behind there, oh, the Stalker, Gold Collar's Harvest. You know, I think the one thing about the card, Graph Reaver, too, with the exploit, yeah, it's not really a great card. And Clarion Cathars. But so this one, Gold Collar's Harvest, sounds like it'd be great. You know, create X 2/2 black zombies, creature tokens, where X is half the number of creature cards in your graveyard, rounded up. Sounds like it'd be a great mechanic, you know, especially in Commander, but it's just the Decade mechanic. Oh my god. And somebody pointed out a great interaction with Decade. I play Skullbriar, and if you put a Decade counter on Skullbriar, womp womp. Feels bad, man. Just as bad as him getting a -1/-1 counter before you can get any +1/+1 counters. He is hosed. Stolen Vitality, Vampire Interloper, Flare of Faith, Tapping Out the Window, Ancestral Anger, Crushing Canopy, Courier Bat, Wanderlight Spirit, Stormkark Blood Thief, Devoted Graphkeeper, Rending Flame, Geistlight Snare, and then we got a Briarbridge Tracker. Ooh, and this is it's not a bad hit. I can't remember if this is really any value to it now, but we got a Black and White Wedding Announcement and a Reckless Impulse. All right, let's keep going. I don't even know how far into this I stopped. I wasn't even counting. I am stoked about the fact that I now have a bunch more cards that I have to organize and sort because I've been really working on trying to organize my collection and get things together so I could at least try to have less cardboard to shift around. Sifters, Perforator, Rotten Reunion, Morning Patrol, Sanctify, a good old Abrade, Flourishing Hunter, Weaver of Blossoms, Nebelgast Intruder, Obsessive Astronomer, Skulking Killer, Angelic Quartermaster, and then we have a Mask of Grizzlebrand, followed by Ascendant Pack Leader, followed by foil Edgar's Awakening. The art and everything is definitely really cool in this set, but a lot of the cards, like, it's painful to say, but they are very, very underwhelming. Like, if anybody's watching this, you know, of course I hope so, but it's whatever. I should have joked, like, welcome to the latest edition of Man Talks Himself While Opening Magic Cards. But yeah, the set's just, man, there's just not that much to it. Like, I don't even know how to describe any of this. And also, like, who cares? You can't even see those cards anyway. Like, whatever. But yeah, it's just very underwhelming. Like, you know, both sets, Crimson Hunt, Midnight Hunt, Crimson Hunt, Midnight Vow, Crimson Hunt. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I'm glad nobody's watching this. Trapper, Sentry, Component Collector, Shady Traveler, Rot-Tide Gargantua, Unholy Efficient, Reckless Impulse, Blood Servitor, Arcane Infusion, Borrowed Time, Wash Away, Brine Comer. Okay, and then our rares, we got Angel Fire Ignition, Winged Portent, and a Rural Recruit. But yeah, just like going through that pack, I interrupted myself, you know, as I went through, but is like a lot of these cards, nothing's really standing out as something like, oh, I need to build a deck around that, or I want to put that, and that needs to go in my deck. Just so many of them have, like, quite a bit of limitations, you know, especially like anything that creates decayed tokens, or tokens with decayed, and, you know, all the other stuff. It's just very underwhelming. It's kind of a bummer. But hey, you know what? I'll probably do it again. Like, my local game store still has one more box of this. So maybe if I get -2 views, I'll do another one of these. We'll see. All right, Pax Betrayal, Murkrat Behemoth, Silversmith, Silverbolt, Witch's Web, Scavenger, Cradle of Safety, Lantern Bearer, Sacred Fire, Dawnheart Mentor, Vampire's Vengeance, Ancient Lubberknot, followed by Enduring Angel. This is this is an interesting card. So I'm like all talking smack here, but, you know, it's quite expensive, but flying, double strike. You have hexproof. If your life total will be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform this card and your life total becomes 3. Then if this thing did not transform this way, you just lose the game. Its power and toughness equal to your life total. When it attacks, double your life total. Okay. You know, it's an interesting card. I might look it up. I'm not expecting to be able to sell these on the side, but whatever. Hey, we got a foil Consider and Stesnia Uprising. Okay. I've looked at that card for some decks before for the human creature token creation, but it'll turn into, you'll have 13 permanents before you know it in most games you play, and then you kind of just, it deals 7 damage to any target. You know, yeah, 7 damage, but in a commander game, I'd probably rather just have a consistent token generator, you know, than something that's just going to create 1-2 tokens and then sack, you know. All right, Centric Farmer, Secrets of the Key. Oh man, the story. Just remembering all the story when Teferi was, you know, the big wig for a while. Dread Knight, Tavern Ruffian, Heron of Hope, Hungry Ridgewolf, Millipede, Blood Crazed Socialite. Creates a blood token. Everybody loves those. All right, Cathar's Call, you know, repeatable token generator. Maybe I've overlooked that one a little bit, but if it was good, people would know about it. Ominous Roost, Circle of Confinement, Gutter Skulker, and behind here we got Sigarda's Splendor, and Grolnok the Omnivore. Whenever a frog you control attacks, mill 3 cards. Whenever a permanent card is put in your graveyard from your library, exile with a croak. You can play lands and cast spells that have croak counters. Joy. Okay, and we got a foil mythic here, Intrepid Adversary. Interesting. I mean, that'll go in a special pile here. Actually, I'll just make a new pile now. I mean, I'm not regretting my decision here. I'm having fun. You know, it could be worse. I could have spent like $1,400 in a Final Fantasy box and just lost all my money, and then gone bankrupt and then I'd be pleading with everybody like, hey, you know, downtown, like, Skid Row, we got a sign. You know, we'll open magic cards for food. Bat Whisperer, Cathar Commando, Howl of the Hunt, Unblinking Observer, Syncopate, good old counterspell, Vampire Slayer, Pyre Spawn, Hookhand Mariner, Storm Skrillex, Village Watch, Crawling Infestation, Parasitic Grasp into... Sweet, we got another land. We got a deserted beach here. And then... Ooh! Geralf, the Visionary Stitcher, who gives all your zombies flying. Sweet. You know, like, he doesn't have partner or anything. You know, this is... I wouldn't build a commander deck out of this. You know, it sounds fun. But, you know, it's just mono blue zombies. You need black. You just do. I'm not saying, like, they made a bad design decision here or anything like that. I am not the game designer, so I have no room to, you know, say they did a good or bad job. Well, I can say good job, but I don't know enough to, I don't like to cast judgment on others. Emulation, Blood Pact. Is this, okay. Soulgride Grift, Lunarch Veteran, Wolf Strike, Unhallowed Phalanx, Chill of the Grave, Evolving Wilds, the quintessential always around card, Play with Fire, Morbid Opportunist. You know, like, this one always makes me think, like, you know, we have these abilities. One or more creatures dies, draws a card. You know, it only triggers once each turn. You know, that really diminishes, like, a lot of playability in the cards. I mean, I know Enduring Innocence, you know, it's still decent card, you know, even though it only draws you one card a turn. Drawing one card on whites, it's good, but, you know, it just really hinders these cards being playable outside of, you know, standard or this, you know, limited. I'm just talking. I'm rambling. Old guy rambles to himself. Cartographer's Survey. And this would be so fun if it just put cards into your graveyard, you know, but whatever. Frenzy Devils. Holy shit. All right, I can swear because I'm not making any money. I don't get any ad money at all. Ha ha ha. I love it. We got a black and white Meat Hook Massacre. All right, I'll take it. This one's going into a sleeve. Ill-Tempered Loner and a braid. Woo. Woohoo. A braid. Man. All right, everybody. This is the part where I lose my mind. I have sleeves and everything set aside, and I just couldn't find them in time, so I just look like a fool. All right, Meat Hook is going into the sleeve. All right, we'll set that up here. It's going to hang out with the Gitrog, you know. Soon that will be listed for sale. Meat Hook, maybe. Maybe I'll swap that into my Taste of deck for the card that's already in there. All right, let's keep moving. All right, you know what? I'm going to leave this one here for the views, just so, and it shows up pretty well over here. Yeah. All right, so I don't regret opening this set too much anymore, and yeah, maybe I will buy another one of these for Halloween. This will be the Halloween set I do, unless there's something really cool they do. All right, Crusher, Blade Brand, Guardian, Evolving Wilds again, Selhoff and Tumor, Spore Crawler, Bleed Dry. Just outclassed, man. Outclassed. Like, what was it? Overkill from Final Fantasy. One black less, and it's minus 9,999. Oh boy, that poor card. Ceremonial Knife, Dissipate, Loyal Griff, Retrieve, Groom's Finery, and then we got ourselves a Graveyard Trespasser, and then behind her, Averbrook Caretaker, but this turns into it's just a whatever card. An interesting werewolf, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess there have been black werewolves. I'm just so used to them being red-black or red-green. Hey, we got a Blood Fountain. The blood tokens, they just... Yeah, I don't know what to say about the blood tokens. Like, I'm sure anybody who might be watching this, if anybody watches, you have your own thoughts on them, but I think the thought is... they weren't good, you know. You have to pay 2, then discard a card to draw a card, you know. Like, it's, you know, then you get a treasure token, you get a clue. You might as well just use clues. You don't even have to discard a card. And there's so many other discard outlets. But whatever, you know, no complaints. Duel for Dominance, Organ Hoarder. That's kind of why I like these sets. The Gothic Horror stuff. Famished Forgers, Novice Occultist, Dreadlight Monstrosity, Noblegeist Beguiler, Blood Petal Celebrant, Dawnheart Disciple, Unnatural Moonrise, Helm Tamer, Sigardian Paladin, Twin Blade Geist into Light Up the Night. Just reading that card. I'll look at it later. All right, Overcharged Amalgam. And, oh, okay. I'll take it. This one, another one for the sleeve. We got a foil black and white Sundown Pass. Good old red-white dual land. Unlike Innistrad Remastered, well, actually, is this the same one that was in there? Yeah, this is the same one that was in Innistrad Remastered. I mean, it's not bad. The check lands from the original Innistrad were definitely pretty good. The more exciting for sure. But I guess these don't even... it's whatever. Who cares? Dual lands are dual lands in Commander. Unless, you know, even the ones that enter tapped, I don't mind. Captain, Path to the Festival, Geist Wave, Infiltrator, Vampire's Kiss, this Repository Scab, the Griff Rider, Fearful Villager, Rise of the Ants. Forgot about this card. Oh my god. We don't have many. This is like... Okay, we don't even have ant creature types. We just have insects, but... you know, this is cool. Cathartic Pyre, Cobbled Lancer. This one, I really like this art. It's unique. It's interesting. All right, Magma Pummeler, followed by... Oh boy, Lisa, she's good. She's good. As far as value in this card, I mean, like, you know, those random packs, that, you know, the 3-packs at Target, you know, they'd always have some random foil promo, and Lisa was one of them. Oh boy. Headless Rider and Circle of Confinement. I was reading the Headless Rider just to see if it was viable in any of my Aristocrat decks. To no surprise, no, it's not, unless you're entirely running zombies. I'm not saying it's a terrible card at all. I know it was in my suggestions. Shadow Beast Sighting. And interesting. Larder Zombie, Lambholt Harrier, Jack-o'-lantern. I should have done this for Halloween. I really should have. Heron Blessed Geist, Lacerate Flesh, Mulch. Here we go. This is going into a commander deck of mine. Probably. I'll fit it somewhere. Gluttonous Geist, the Flesh Taker. Oh man, definitely liked opening this from Innistrad Remastered. It was a unique, cool art card. Like, look at this. This is why I like this set. You know, something really cool horror art and black and white treatment. Beloved Beggar, Blood Tithe Harvester, Wolfkin Outcast, followed by Hallowed Respite, and a Welcoming Vampire, followed by Blade stitched scab. Yeah, look at this. Welcoming Vampire. This is Enduring Innocence right here. Just for one colorless instead of one white. And only triggers once. Except this one's on a, flying vampire. Enduring Innocence becomes enchantment. It's whatever, All right. Let's get through here because I'm well over the half an hour mark. And I'm also worried about storage space because I don't have an actual camera. I'm using my phone. So, as always, I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy that does this for fun. Duress. Good old Duress. Haven't seen this one in a while. Oh. Accidents. Unruly Mob. Snarling Wolf. The Bird Admirer. Siphon Essence. Fierce Retribution. Celebrants. Weary Prisoner. Clear Shot. Hungry for More. Valorious Stance. Diver Scab into Curse of Surveillance, yet another curse, the classics. And we got a Sundown Pass, but this one is not foil. Howl of the Hunt, common, just going to go in a random pile. We can pop that there, it's a good card. The art's awesome, but it's not the foil version, because I got the foil version. You've seen it. You all seen it. Oh, I'm so rusty. Man, if anybody's watching this, I wish you can give me feedback. Oh, but nah, I'm not complaining. Spirit, Stinger, Crawl from the Cellar, Drifter, Toxic Scorpion, Undying Malice, Cruel Witness, Piercing Light, Blood Tithe Collector, Thermo Alchemist, Dread Fuge, Alluring Suitor, into Sereth, the Vampire's Fang. Which is funny, remember I was telling you about those Target dual packs? This was the other promo that you'd have in there. Alright, and, okay, that's not terrible. Maniform Hellkite and Mind Leech Ghoul. Dragons are dragons. This is not a terrible ability. You can't see the piles going off screen here. We're going below the lake here. Whoop, let's... Alright, please tell me, should I retire? I think that's my next step here. I guess we'll see what happens with these new sets. Magic keeps getting this expensive. I might not be able to keep up with all the new stuff. I'll just have to keep opening all this retro stuff that nobody cares about. Sanctifier, Bramble Armor, Revenge of the Drowned, Electric Revelation, Lightning Wolf, Spore Pack Wolf, Pointed Discussion, Desperate Farmer, Vampire Socialite, Dualcraft Trainer, Into the Night, Skull Cab, and then we got Denick, Pious Apprentice, followed by, Disturb, interesting, we'll put that there, and Ange, the Maid of Dishonor. It's probably not noted well because it creates blood tokens. Who cares about blood tokens? It's also interesting because when was the last time you've seen blood tokens? I don't think they left Crimson Hunt. Although, watch, something's going to pop up where there's going to be some value to having blood tokens, and all these cards are just going to be like, holy crap. Who knows what that'll be? All right, last pack here. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, Cathar's Timberland Guide, Otherworldly Gaze. I think I have one of those in my one of my commander decks. Scattered Thoughts, Minister, Epicure, Kindly Ancestor, Faithful Mending, Baneblade Scoundrel, Fleeting Spirit, Witness to Future, and then the last set of rares we have the Celestis. Talking earlier about the day bound mechanic. That's all this card really does, aside from swapping between day and night, but it's just an interesting, weird mechanic. Dying to Serve. Whenever you discard one or more cards, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. And there, look at that. This card would be so bonkers if it didn't trigger just once each turn. But, you know, it obviously be a broken combo piece as well, so whatever. And a Static Awakener. Ooh. Sack another creature, draw a card, and transform this thing. Happens only once. Awoken Demon, 4/4. Yeah, alright. Nothing special. So, can't complain too much. We got ourselves one nice hit here. We got a black and white, purple, really cool looking Meat Hook Massacre. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really good at this. Alright, and a Sundown Pass. Do I regret this? Not really. I enjoyed this. I think I will do another one of these. They do have one more at my local game store. I don't think anybody's going to buy it. So it sounds like it's mine for taking. All right. I am looking forward to uploading this video, and watching it do is just as well as my last one. But it's okay, because I love doing what I'm doing. All right. Until next time. Thanks, everybody.